Our first guest today is the CEO of Creative Center of America. She's a Forbes Coaches Council coach who works with business leaders, emerging experts, nonprofit professionals, and creative talents who are building their brand. And Robin Blakely, welcome back.
Hey, thank you for having me, Frankie.
So you have a different philosophy. You know, when we hear about business, we hear about the conversations are not really filled with any kind of fun or humor. They just aren't.
That can be. That's true.
Yes.
That can be true.
But you're putting fun back into business. How are you doing that?
Well, one of the things that we really think fun is a foundation for creative thinking. So we are wanting to look at things in a different manner. We use a lot of toys and games in our, to illustrate concepts, and it just lightens the mood. It gets people thinking and looking at things differently. When you're having fun, and if it's directed fun, it's a certain kind of fun that we like to, focus people toward. But when they're having fun, there's this opportunity for creative thinking to happen. And
yes.
When you have creative thinking, it leads to innovation, and that leads to, success.
So you say that fun can ignite a 3-step process that leads to business success. What are the steps? Because every time I've ever had a conversation with people about outings, and I did a couple of painting parties for a few years. I did those painting parties, and I remember we did a couple of corporate events, and it was the most amazing thing to see people get out of their shells and paint and let loose and have fun, and the connection and the so exciting to see the admiration they had for each other. It was so, and the laughter, it did never stop laughing.
That part is really relational and such a connection between people when they can, kind of get away from the stuffy atmosphere and kind of get to know each other on a human level. But one of the things that we're thinking about when you're talking about this 3-step process, and having fun be a part of it, big success is usually tracked down to an aha moment. When that moment when you thought of something big, or you thought of something new, or there was something different or innovative about an approach. And so what we're wanting to think about is how to focus on that. How do we make it possible for that big aha moment to happen? And we know that it's possible when there's a certain kind of fun there. When we set the stage for creative thinking, when it's like when you open the box and you're going to play Monopoly, or you're opening the box and playing the game of life. We want to open that box and help guide you toward a particular kind of thinking. So we want it to be fun. We want to have the creative thinking guided. We want to open that door to innovation, and that's where everything goes, where those aha moments happen. When that innovation's directed, business success will happen. And so it's fun, and then creative thought, then innovation, and that's where the business success is at.